Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is compliments or loaned to me from the Sailor collection. This is the 1917 Smith & Wesson model 1917 U.S. pistol caliber 45 M1917. This is basically an enlarged 1905 Smith, and it's in 45 ACP. Smith & Wesson came out with this gun about 1905 in response to, or 6 or 8 along in there, in response to the 1898 Colt big frame revolver that they had in 45 long Colt and 4440 and so forth. When the military called for a large frame 45 caliber revolver, this is what they got. This one is actually marked 1917, has the lanyard loop on it and so forth. It's marked like it's supposed to be. Let's get over the camera's eyeball there. There you go. It's a 5-screw design. It's got the crane screw is in the front of the trigger guard, at the root of the front of the trigger guard. It's in 45 ACP, which the military wanted a revolver that was capable of firing the standard automatic pistol cartridge of the time. The 45 ACP is a rimless cartridge, so you have a hard time putting it in a revolver because it would just fall straight through. The way they cured that problem was with this. This is a full moon clip. They also have had half moon clips, 3 at a time. This is basically a device that keeps the cartridges from falling all the way through the cylinder. Of course, the 45 ACP head spaces on the rim mouth of the cartridge. So they'll fit in there, but they don't work real well because they don't have a rim. So, with that in mind, I'm going to get me some ear mufflers on. This gun is marked S&W DA 45. Now, they also made this frame and gun design in 45 long Colt, and they also sold a great number of them throughout the years between World War I and World War II to the British government, and then give a huge amount of them to the British government during the Lend-Lease period, which was basically 1940 to 1945. And they were all proof marked and so forth. And the commercial guns went Lend-Lease as well. So with all that in mind, let's take a look at this old gun shooting. Now, this gun's in real good condition. I suspect that it has been refinished in the correct gray-black Parkerized. The grips on it have been replaced, apparently, because they're in really good condition for the age of the gun. You can get replacement grips for these to the original specification. This gun was on display last week. I went to the museum curator and talked him out of it. There we go, just like a speed loader. Put all 6 of them in there at once. Lock her up. Make sure it's still, yep, we're good there. All right. 25 yard steel silhouette. Let's get one on single action, see how it shoots. And I don't think I hit it. Let's try this again. There we go. That made it. I ain't hitting nothing with it. This gun shoots a little high. Well, That's it. Eject's pretty easy. Let's put something else in there. Some old 45 caliber reloads. Try them, see how they shoot. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, now we ain't getting anywhere. There we go. Just gotta hold your mouth right. That's it. I think that's it. Yep. Let's get 6 more and see how we do on the old 24-inch 15-yard target. Come on, get in there. I tend to do better on double action than I do on single. Let's try it on double action. Well, I hope it hurts on the other end, because it sure hurts on this end. Damn. That's getting wearing the old hand out. There we go. At least I hit that one. All right, let's try it again. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Apparently it's a pretty good 15-yard gun. Ain't much of a 25-yard gun. Well, the book says that a 45 automatic 1911's maximum effective range is 15 yards. So, you know, based on the cartridge in the gun, I still think because it's a 5.5-inch gun, it ought to shoot a little bit better at range, but apparently not. But at 15 yards, it seems to be a pretty accurate gun. It should do better than that, I think. Of course, this gun is older than Christmas. It's sitting right in the middle on that 15-yard target. Wearing it out. Wearing that hand out too. You could use a little bit better grip surface there. This one doesn't seem to perform very well at 25 yards, but it does perform very well at 15. Of course, it is a combat handgun. It's not designed to be a tag driver. And it is about, I don't know. They canceled all their contracts for incoming handguns as well as rifles at the end of World War II. So I'd say World War I. I'd say this gun was probably manufactured, I haven't run the serial number, but I'd say it was probably manufactured right at the end of World War I. And it's had a lot of corrosive priming shot through it. And the barrel is not real good. You know, it's got some in there, but it's not a beautiful barrel. And it doesn't shoot real good at 25 yards, but it shoots real good at 15. And, you know, that makes the mark. Defensive handgun. I always look at a handgun as whether or not it's serviceable as a defensive handgun. Yeah, this is serviceable as a defensive handgun. It has good accuracy at 15 yards. This particular one does. I'd say one in better condition, barrel-wise and so forth, probably shoot a little bit better at range. It's a man stopper, buddy. It's a 45 ACP, 230 grain, projectile spitting gun. At 15 yards, offers pretty good accuracy. And, you know, somebody sees that hand howitzer in your mitt, you probably ain't going to have to use it. Just to tell you the truth. As they look down there, and there's 6 big old sewer holes in the end of that thing, and they probably don't want to mess with you like they would maybe if you had a mouse gun. So, you know, as a defensive firearm, if you can stand to carry this big Lonkin horse pistol around with you, yeah, it would make you a defensive firearm. More of a collector piece than anything, really. You're doing a real good job on display in the Sailor collection. You know, like that. Well, that's about all I can say about it. I could probably go on for hours, quote from the Harrison manual and so forth, but not really going to. Click on the Patreon if you want to support my page, support my channel. Otherwise, like-a-tate, share-a-fi, commentate, and subscribe. Like that. And if you want to support me other ways, that's fine too, you know. For instance, the Sailor collection. You know, the Sailor family collection. The Sailor family collection supports me by providing me with this firearm to do a video on. That's one way you can support me. So, and that's great. And I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching. The subscribers are growing. The 1,000 gun giveaway is coming up pretty soon. I get 2 or 3 new subscribers every day. And that means a lot to me. I'm looking forward to making a presentation video of the winner of the gun giveaway this time around. And like that. So I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you viewing my stuff, and have fun. All right, then, we'll see y'all. Let's put this old button right there.